fly cannot hover. Here is a photograph of the region surrounding the wing of a hovering dragonfly. Notice the swirling energy gateway patterns, the vortices. Dragonflies and fish are not the only tappers of free energy from the scalar energy field. Birds tap this free energy as they fly. By tapping energy from the scalar field, migrating birds can fly thousands of miles, a feat that seems to bewilder many so-called experts. It is interesting to observe the formations assumed by some migrating flocks. See how this arrow profile for geese resembles the shape of our spinning top toy. Not only do the birds create their own vortices to tap the 0-point scalar energy, but they fall into a phase-locked resonance pattern that binds all of the birds together as a unit, like happens when atoms suspended in a laser beam lock themselves into a crystal-shaped formation of lowest energy. The amazing flying formations of starlings is also a phase-locked frequency formation. The individual birds simply allow themselves to fall in to a position which has lowest energy. Just as a crystal is formed, or a mountain range is formed, the particles, whether we consider them as electrons, atoms, grains of sand, planets, or flying birds, all simply want to be in the place where they find lowest energy. But look at this amazing flight formation of starlings. They have actually created a vortex. Can you imagine the energetic transformations that they must be experiencing? Tendrils of climbing plants are frequently shaped so as to stimulate the creation of air vortices that would propel them beyond their normal reach. Here we see a playful little vortex in contact with a jet engine as it awaits clearance for takeoff. But this vortex is not so playful. The scale of destruction of tornadoes is often compared with that of a nuclear bomb blast. Meteorologists still stubbornly subscribe to the old Newtonian scientific model, and so are unable to explain the cause or the source of energy for tornadoes. Strange phenomena are frequently observed in the debris after a tornado, like this straw piercing a post, twigs embedded in masonry, or even a blade of grass penetrating a fragment of glass, or this vinyl record disc that has managed to become embedded in a fallen utility pole. Within the vortex space, there is temporary disruption in the phase-locked structures of the materials present. In other words, apparently hard materials can become unlocked, and so they momentarily can become more like a vapor than a rigid solid. Vortices appear everywhere we look, like in a flowing river, or in a rising trace of smoke, like this from burning incense. Vortices are the energy transfer channels or gateways through which energy flows whenever a disturbance is caused in the scalar energy field. The energy flow may be what we call subtle energy, as in the case of healing, or it may be explosive energy, as we see in the great natural disasters around the world. Vortices are the sources of power in powerful riptides that can run several meters per second. Hurricanes are atmospheric vortices. Before the next picture, memorize the pattern of this hurricane. Now, is this not awe-inspiring? Vortices as energy gateways have been known by ancient civilizations. Chakra points have always been considered to be spinning vortices. But look at the vortex swirl of this, our fingerprint. Can this help to explain the reason our hands have long been instruments of healing? By our touch with the patient, energy channels are established through the resonance-locked scalar frequencies that are within our fingertips, the resonance frequencies that create and maintain our fingerprint patterns. The uniqueness of our fingerprints is a reflection of the uniqueness of our energy being and the uniqueness of spirit. The double helix formation of our DNA is a scalar wave energy structure. The double helix structure as a scalar energy formation can be seen in this picture of the aurora phenomena that we can see close to the north and south poles of Earth. And we have discovered a double helix galaxy. Our DNA molecules are actually transmitters and receivers of scalar wave information. They emit and receive rotationally polarized light, and they respond to music and to the human voice. This quote from Albert Einstein is appropriate in the context of what we have just discussed. Human beings, vegetables are cosmic dust. We all dance to a mysterious tune, intoned in the distance by an invisible piper. Next we will discuss the current state of the art in regard to engineering applications and designs involving scalar wave concepts. Again, we start by reviewing military applications. Isn't it a sad reflection on our present society that we see so much research funding being favored to military systems research? Systems that are termed defensive, but that is only in name. Large area antennae sites, such as this high-energy active auroral research program facility in Alaska, are capable of triggering powerful meteorological and geological phenomena anywhere around the world. Scalar cloud patterns such as this show the scalar wave disturbances caused by such transmitters. Clouds are commonly used for the purpose of providing feedback information to the testers of military research devices. Often, however, suitable cloud